Hello, welcome to the Gorgeous Greek channel. This is a reading for the sign of Libra for the remainder of the month of December 2021. We are pretty much done with it, but I'm trying to get through stuff, so let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to pull first a soul card, and this is for the Libra sun signs. Cross watchers are welcome, but this is strictly like not reversing roles or anything like that. This is just for the Libra. So the soul card is an illustration, and what I'll do is interpret the illustration intuitively for the overall energy, and then we'll do a Celtic Cross with the Witch's Tarot deck, and we should be good to go. That is my dog. She is barking at something. With that said, I had burned some sage and it continued to burn and burn and burn. And so I'm wondering, what's that all about? Anyhow, let's shuffle this deck up for the soul card. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to show you guys all the cards as I pull them. But in addition, if you look at the thumbnail, it's going to have the full entire spread. I'll just take a picture of it after I do the reading. So, angels, please provide a card for Libra. Oh, yeah. For the month of December. Okay. All right, very interesting. So, this is your card here. If you look closely, there's kind of a sort of a camel, I'd say it's probably like a bearded dragon or one of those dragon creatures. The name is escaping me right now. But a figure next to him, his head is huge, looks like a mushroom cloud almost. But he's like kind of fawning over this lizard there. So what I'm kind of getting is that you are essentially using positive energy, light energy to soothe the demons, let's just say, perhaps around you or within you. You are able to control things of an aggressive nature, things of a toxic nature, with a gentleness that you are receiving from spiritual downloads that you're getting. That's really what I'm getting off of this card, is that your gentleness is really able to tame the beast. Whether or not the beast is within you or the beast is within others, you have the ability to do that. That's kind of what you're doing between now and the rest of the month. So get to the Celtic Cross here spread. I'll shuffle this up real quick. I probably mentioned earlier, I will show all these cards as they come up, and I'll basically, let you guys know where they come up in the spread as well. Again, thank you for any likes that you have provided on your way in. Those are going to help me out a lot. Things have been going pretty well, though, pretty decently, so definitely appreciate that. This deck stopped shuffling, so let's go. Just saw the Strength card in the bottom of the deck. Another Tame the Beast type of card. First card, overall energy of the month. Major Arcana card number 18 is the Moon card. Let's see what else we can come out with here. Angels for the challenge for the month of December 2021 for the sign of Libra. Angels, what's the challenge for the month for the sign of Libra? Oh, there's one. Looks like the Queen of Cups, okay, is the challenge here. At your head, angels, what's at Libra's head for the month? What's at the sign of Libra's head for the month? Angels. That is the King of Swords. So that's okay. Queen of Wands, really emotionally based card, but you're thinking strategy. You're thinking wit. You're thinking victory. Seven of Swords on the bottom of at your feet here. Seven of Swords in reversed. Looks like, oh, in recent past, Two of Wands. Kind of rethinking where your future looks like. And, well, I guess this is going to be your future now. You've been doing a lot of that. And your immediate future. For the immediate future for the sign of Libra angels. Okay. We're going to go with that as the World. And then the other card that flew out for your attitude of the matter here is the Death card in reverse. Really awesome card. If you see the artwork there, it's super dope. All right, and for your environment then, angels for your environment, or for the environment of our Libras for the month of December 2021. That one wanted to go. Wow, the Star card. Man, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas here. 2 court cards. Hopes and Fears, Page of Cups in reverse. And outcome. What's the outcome, angels, for our Libra audience here? 8 of Cups. All right. And the bottom of the deck here is the 5 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Let me go ahead and take a look at these and capture what the angels are trying to tell us through cards. Okay. With the Soul card, you are trying to stay relaxed in a situation that is of a emotional nature. I think it is some kind of a relationship, perhaps, that has probably come to pass, and that's because you walked away. It wasn't serving you. Your recent past here, the Two of Wands, you've been rethinking what your world looks like after a relationship that might have gone past like quite a while ago. I would say, you know, not this month, but a while ago. Let's just say. So you've been kind of rethinking what the world looks like after this kind of relationship sort of went on the rocker or fell apart, perhaps. You again are trying to tame the beast, and you're like, no, I'm going to stay calm through this whole situation. I'm not going to get overly emotional and reactive. Your overall energy through the month is the Moon card. You're not sure. It's a mystery to you as to why this thing fell apart. This is the number 18 card, so 1 plus 8 would be 9. And so in that, this is really the beginning of the end of some kind of emotional connection that you've had. You are feeling that there has been some kind of deception, some kind of illusion in this past relationship. Okay. And you still feel like you're in the dark about it. You know, you're still feeling like you're in the dark about it. You're trying to stay relaxed and calm. Your challenge here through the month is the Queen of Cups. So you're not being open. You're not being very open with your emotions or love. You are kind of doubting love at this point right now. But you know what you have to offer when it comes to love. You know you have a lot to offer, but you're also doubting love in general with this card, because we're reading it both reverse and upright. So I would say, based on the reading here, focus on yourself. I would say don't doubt love, but I wouldn't keep love as a focus for you right now with this card. And you are really probably intuitively going this route with the King of Swords in the upright at your head. So this is a very strategic figure, a figure that's, ready to cut someone off at any point in time if they're not really serving him. If you see, he's got kind of the eagle at his hand, and it's kind of standing out to me. He sees the big picture. He sees the big picture, and and this being at your head, you are very aware and in tune of what's going on in your immediate environment when it comes to any communications between people and things like that. You're coming across as maybe a little bit like a detective, like you're trying to solve some kind of thing, some kind of like relationship type situation that might have happened, bad. You in the recent past, like some kind of fallout or something like this, or if it's on the way to falling out. I feel like with the Moon card, if it didn't happen in the past, it's on its way. Because again, the 1 + 8 is the 9, and the 9 is almost the end of a cycle, which is the 10. So at your feet here is the 7 of Wands in reverse. So the 7 is like a healing number, but in this card, there's a lot of from the past. You've conquered a lot of battles, a lot of debates, let's just say, a lot of competition, let's just say. Maybe this person that you were with had a lot of suitors, perhaps, like around this person, or got a lot of attention, and you were able to push back that attention. See how this guy's sort of pushing back all of these wands coming towards him. Perhaps you had a lot of attention in the past. You're the type of person that gets a lot of attention from potential suitors or things of that nature, and you're looking forward to the future. This is being your recent past, and saying, you know what, this is at my feet. This is what I have. This is what I have as a strength, for myself. So I'm going to use that to move forward. And what you're going to do is just that. And your immediate future is the World card. So this is the beginning of a new cycle. So as we talked about with the Moon card, you're not sure, and these are two of the major arcanas here, 21 and 18. So you're not sure where it's going, but you are going to start a new cycle and change things. And what's amazing about this reading is that you're going to move on from this past situation, this past emotional situation that wasn't serving you. Yes, it's a mystery, and it's on the verge of the outs, but you're going to move forward, and you're going to be pretty much the king of your own domain. What's standing out to me here is the lion and the eagle. So definitely the eagle with this King of Swords card here, with the eagle in the illustration as well. And this is really saying that you are freeing yourself from any kind of illusion that you might have had in the past. You probably learned some things, and you're freeing yourself from a past situation that wasn't serving you. Your attitude on the matter is the Death card in reverse. Right now you're in an internal transformation. So you're basically feeling on the inside that you're changing, right? And you might have had some aggression, in the past. You might have been fighting for this relationship, and it came across as aggressive on the outside, but you're tamping it down, you're calming it down, and that is changing. That is something that's changing within you. The Death card talks about change and transition from the physical to the spiritual realm in the upright. And when it's reversed, the way I see it is that it's an internal transformation of how you feel. Or it could be just an ending from the past as well, which this, both interpretations could serve as this, as your attitude. You're your attitude is, yes, it's in the past, it's ended, but also I'm changing from the inside out. And that's a positive thing, especially considering that this little, demonic creature here, he's so small in the overall illustration here that you're really basically just tamping that part of you down, and you're becoming more enlightened. You're becoming more enlightened here about who you can be as a person, right? And then changing your world, changing your universe, changing your outlook, doing a lot of good things for yourself, taking what challenges have happened in the past and becoming as stronger as a person and growing from that, which is really positive. It's a very, it's an amazing thing. And you're going to come back and say, I'm so glad these challenges have happened to me, because I wouldn't be the strong person I am today without them. Here's your environment here, the star. Hope and love. So you're seeing signs of hope in love, by virtue of others seeing you as someone special, someone worth having, somebody that's grounded, both emotionally, but also in the physical, materially, or you have a stable job. You're just a stable person, emotionally stable, and in the physical stable, and you are kind of the center of attention. This your environment is seeing you as kind of the center of attention. Your hopes and fears, really, you're hoping. And that's the Page of Cups here. You're hoping that this person from the past provides the offer, but you fear the offer of love to come back, to kind of humble themselves and give you that playful, loving energy that they once had. The rushing waves of love and emotion and passion. That's your hope, that it's coming back from the past. But that's not what necessarily happens, in this situation, because the outcome is the Eight of Cups, and that's you walking away from it. So, you are hoping that this person from the past is going to come back and make this offer, but eventually you will come to terms with the fact that things didn't work out. You're kind of reconciling that with yourself. So the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords in the reverse. Kind of a reconciliation. You're reconciling the fact that these issues from the past, are not going to resolve, and then you're moving on to brighter emotional days. The moon represents emotion. This figure here is walking away from these Eight of Cups and approaching the moon. The number 8 in numerology really means like death and rebirth. So you have to walk away from something in the past in order to get something better, moving forward for you in the future. And so that's what this is all about. So I hope this was helpful for you. Definitely, this was a really interesting reading. My recommendation is keep doing what you're doing, because you are changing into a stronger person. All right? Talk to y'all later.